Your lats are supposed to be working in your push-up, and they're probably not. And that's a big deal, because your lats are going to be helping both in push and pull, and that might be why your dips are stalling progress, your shoulders are taking the load during push-ups, and why your other progressions might be suffering. So I'm going to be showing you how to engage your lats in both pull and push movements. But first, origin story. I was coaching a session here at the climbing gym. My client actually comes for the calisthenics and not the climbing. My daughter climbs here, and while she's working the wall, I work the floor. Mid-session, something my client mentioned during the workout, the way she described a movement reframed something that I thought I had already understood. Lats in everything. I've been coaching and training calisthenics for a while now, and I thought I had a pretty good understanding of lat engagement. Pulling towards the body? Sure. Scapular depression? Yeah. But that session showed me that I had only understood half of it. The other half is what this video is about. Before we get into the movements, 30 seconds about what lat engagement actually does in both pull and push movements. Most people think of the latissimus dorsi as a pulling muscle. Pull-ups, rows, anything where the arm is moving towards the body. Although that's true, it's actually incomplete. The lats do two things for every compound calisthenics movement. First is scapular depression. They pull the shoulder blades down and back, creating a stable platform for the shoulder joint to work from. Without this, the shoulder joint is essentially floating, exposed and inefficient. Now let's start with pulling movements. Here is the dead hang. This is how most people hang. Shoulders at the ears, lats completely off. Technically, you're hanging from the bar. Practically, you're just a sad bag of groceries. Bruh. Before you hang, shoulder blades in your back pockets. Now, shoulders back up to the ears. Feel the lats turn on and off. The difference is immediate, and this position is the foundation of all pulling movements. From the active hang, scapular pulls. No elbow bend, just the lats doing their job, depressing and elevating the scapula through its full range. The cue I use, squeeze an orange under your armpit, hold it, and then feel the lat engagement. If you've never felt your lats in a hanging position before, you're going to feel them now. The full pull-up. Most pull-ups stall due to lat disengagement. The biceps try to compensate, the shoulder takes on load it wasn't meant to, everything gets harder than it needs to be. The fix: initiate the lat pull first, then the pull-up. Then think about pulling the bar towards your hips and not your chin. Elbows drive down and back, lats lead the whole movement. Now, the half that most people miss entirely. Lats in pushing movements. I know, telling a calisthenics athlete that lats matter is like telling someone that the core matters in movement. Obvious, yes, often ignored. In a strong push-up, the lats stabilize the shoulder girdle underneath. Without them, the shoulder blade wings, the elbows flare, and the chest ends up doing all the work alone. The cue, at the bottom of the push-up, try to pull your hands apart. The external rotation cue turns the lats on and locks the shoulder in its strongest position. Feel the difference where the load sits. The dip is where the lat disengagement causes the most visible breakdown. The shoulders roll up towards the ears, the chest is less engaged, and the movement breaks down at the bottom. Before you descend, depress the scapula firmly. Shoulders away from the ears, and keep that back engaged. The lats hold that position. They're not moving you, they're protecting the structure everything else moves through. Now we have planche. Every progression from tuck, extended, to straddle, to full runs on lat engagement. The scapular protraction in the planche still requires depression underneath. Without the lats doing their job, the elbows break down, the movement will crumble. The hips drop, and the progression stalls regardless of how strong you are. The cue: push the floor away while simultaneously depressing the scapula. That opposing tension is what keeps the planche together. Now the activation sequence. We have two options, one with body weight and the second with resistance bands. This takes about 2 minutes. Do it before pulling work, pushing work, or any skill in between. Both options follow the same rule. You're not looking for the movement, but the tension. The movement is just how you find the tension. First option with body weight only, start from the dead hang. Hang from the bar, let the shoulders rise towards the ears, then depress the scapula. Shoulder blades into the back pockets. Hold 5 seconds, release, and repeat. Floor pull apart, body weight only. In the push-up position, without moving your hands, try to pull them toward each other, then pull them apart. Feel the lat switch on and off underneath the arms. Hold for 5 seconds, repeat 5 times. Orange, squeeze pull. While standing or sitting, you can use an orange and squeeze it under your armpit. Yes, I know, oranges again. Buy some stock. Hold 10 seconds, release fully 3 times. You should feel the lat from the armpit down to the lower back. If you have a resistance band, these drills give more direct lat isolation. Same tension first principle if you've read the guide. Don't release until you feel the lat. First drill, banded lever pull down. Slow eccentric. Band overhead, both hands. Pull down slowly. Lat pull down mechanics, but the goal is to switch the lat on, not completing the rep. Once you feel the lat engage, hold briefly. Then release upward with control. The eccentric is where the coaching happens. Don't let the band pull you back up. Common mistake, releasing the moment the arms extend. If you haven't felt the lats by then, reset and try it again. Drill number 2, crossbody pull, top down at 45 degrees. Band at roughly head height or higher. Single band will do, nothing too intense. Body positioned diagonally so the elbow pull pulls across the torso. Drive the elbow back and down, not the hand. Finishing with the elbow behind the hip. Hold, release only when the lat is felt. This one makes your lat feel like it's been introduced to itself for the first time. That's normal. That means the exercise is working. Third drill, deadlift position, crossbody pull. This is very similar to the last, but we're doing this in a hinge position. Band is at the knee or even lower, hips are back, spine is neutral, and the knees have a soft bend. And the body is positioned so the pull goes diagonally across the torso, just like drill number 2. But this time it's in an upward motion. This more closely mimics what is required for the front lever hold. Stay in the hinge the entire rep. You have to stand up to complete the exercise, get a lighter band, and keep the hinge. This video came from one coaching session on the floor of a climbing gym. My client was here for the calisthenics. Climbers were somewhere above us. Neither of us expected a YouTube video to come from it. I put together a free written guide that covers everything in this video. The movement breakdowns, the cues, the activation sequences, links in the description. No sign up required. No catch, just a free resource for the community. If this kind of coaching is useful to you, I post regularly here on Instagram at Ageless Calisthenics. The work is being done out in the open. Signing off, don't forget, your body is your gym.